Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. The Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program is a 30-minute radio intervention support program that is meant to provide continuous instruction to keep you academically engaged during this stay-at-home period, as well as preparing you, our 6th, 9th, and 12th graders for the pending Liberia Primary School Certificate Exam, Liberia Junior High School Certificate Exam, and West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Exam when the time comes. Also, in addition to this academic support, the program is meant to provide psychosocial support for learners, teachers, and parents, and also tips on how you as parents and teachers can provide support to your students and children at home. Now, let's join our teacher for today's lesson.
Hello students, we are teachers Che Kriboti K. Solomon
and Mr. Aaron T. Bala
of Rising Academies. This is the Rising Youth Movement Partnership for the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. Lesson number 17. Our lesson today is math for students of grade 3 to 4, and the topic is adding 3-digit number using standard algorithm. For today's lesson, we will be able to list and use different methods of adding numbers, define sum, identify the place value of each digit in a 3-digit numbers. While we listen to these COVID-19 health tips, please take out your pencil, pen, copybooks, and get ready for today's lesson. Again, welcome. Let's learn.
What are the symptoms of COVID-19? COVID-19 symptoms include cough, fever, shortness of breath. In rare cases, COVID-19 can lead to severe respiratory problem, kidney failure, or death. If you have a fever or any kind of respiratory difficulty, such as coughing and shortness of breath, call your doctor.
Welcome back, students. I hope you are feeling good and ready to learn more about numbers. Today, we will be reading and writing numbers in different forms. Today, we will do 5 activities. Our first activity will be a mindful moment to get our brain settled and ready to learn. Our second activity will be a number warm-up to practice our counting skills. Our third activity will be a number workout to work on adding numbers with the standard algorithm. Our fourth activity will be a brain break to rest and relax ourselves. Our fifth activity will be a challenge problem to apply what we have learned. For today's class, you need paper or pencil, your hundreds bundles, 10 sticks, and 1 counters. It's okay if you don't have all these things. You can still participate in our lesson today. Please gather the materials you need. You will also need to ask someone in your house to be your special partner today. Please ask them to get ready now. Before we get started, a quick health and safety message. Hello, my students. Our country is currently fighting the spread of COVID-19, also called the coronavirus. Right now, the government has given us a few rules to follow in order to protect ourselves. Can you tell me one of them?
Yes, the government told us to not go to school and learn from the radio instead.
Very good. The government has told us to not gather in large groups of people. This includes going to school, church, or the mosques. It is best we stay home right now with our families or with the people who we live with directly. Even though this rule is difficult, we must follow it very closely. You may want to go play with your friends right now, but it is important that you stay at home and only play with those who live in your house. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. We shouldn't go play with our friends right now, and it is better that we stay at home with the people who live in our house with us, right?
Yes.
When we stay home with the people who live in our house, we are protecting ourselves from the sickness.
I am so happy you are really understanding how important this is. We can protect ourselves and our families by continuing to follow the government's rules. We will now join Teacher Abram for our next activity called Mindful Moment.
Great. Thank you, Teacher Kubo. It is time for our mindful movement. To slow down, calm our minds, and to get ready to learn. Today, we will do a sound focus exercise. Are you ready? Great. First, I want you to sit up straight. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. We are going to take one deep breath together to start. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do it together. Breathe in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Great job. I'm going to make a sound. I want you to listen to the sound as long as you can. Focus on the sound while you are breathing. When you cannot hear the sound any longer, I want you to slowly, gently open your eyes. Let's do this one more time. I want you to listen to the sound as long as you can. Focus on the sound while you breathe. When you cannot hear the sound any longer, I want you to slowly, gently open your eyes. Great. I hope you feel calmer and ready to learn. Let's begin our number warm-up. All right, everyone. Next, we are going to warm up our bodies and brains with an activity called Count and Move. Did you know that moving your body can help improve your memory? We are going to do a number of movements. And as we do, we will practice our mouth fights. Today, we are going to practice addition within 15. I will give you two numbers to add. And as you add, I want you to stretch up to the sky like you are reaching for the clouds. Ready? Go. 9 plus 1.
10,
9 plus 2.
11,
9 plus 3.
12,
9 plus 4.
13,
9 plus 5.
14,
9 plus 6.
15.
Great job. This time, I want you to move your arms in circles as you add with 8s. Ready? Go. 8 plus 1.
9,
8 plus 2.
10,
8 plus 3.
11,
8 plus 4.
12,
8 plus 5.
13,
8 plus 6.
14,
8 plus 7.
15.
Excellent. Let's do the last one. This time, we will practice adding with 7s. I want you to hop in place each time you count. Ready? Go. 7 plus 1.
8.
7 plus 2,
9.
7 plus 3,
10.
7 plus 4,
11.
7 plus 5,
12.
7 plus 6,
13.
7 plus 7,
14.
7 plus 8.
15.
Wow, you are so strong. Great job, students, with your body and your mind. If you work it out and practice, it will only get stronger. Let's move to our number workout activity. Before we move to our number workout activity, let's listen to Teacher Kubo for a special message.
You are listening to the Ministry of Education COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. This is your lower basic primary math level 2 for grade 3 to 4, and we are your teachers. Great job warming up your brain. Now we are going to start our main activity. Okay, now that our bodies and brains are all warm up, let's start our number workout. In our last lesson, we worked on adding 3-digit number by breaking them into hundreds, tens, and ones. We did that by drawing pictures and using expanded form. Today, we are going to build on our knowledge by adding them using a strategy called the standard algorithm. If something is standard, that means that it is something that a lot of people use. The standard algorithm is the way that most people add numbers. You may already know how to add numbers this way. Listeners, I want you to write this problem down. 155 plus 632. Okay, now let's make our place value chart with 3 columns. Hundreds on the left, tens in the middle, and ones on the right. Great. Now, let's represent our items, starting with 155. Instead of putting squares, sticks, and dots in each place, let's write in digits. Okay, let's put a 1 in the hundreds place, a 5 in the tens, and a 5 in the ones. Listeners, I want you to write in the second item 632 underneath. Write a 6 in the hundreds place, a 3 in the tens place, and a 2 in the ones place. Now we can add our ones. 5 plus 2 equals what?
5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Our sum has a 7 in the ones place.
Great. 5 tens plus 3 tens equals what?
5 tens plus 3 tens equal to 8 tens. Our sum has a 8 in the tens place.
Great. So listeners, I want you to add the digits in the hundreds place now. How many hundreds does our sum have? $100 plus 600 equals 700. The sum should have a 7 in the hundreds place. Your turn.
155 plus 632 equals 787.
Listeners, your turn. Excellent job. Let's try another one. Listeners, I want you to write down this problem. 321 plus 128. Listeners, please write your items stack one over the other. Make sure you write the digits in the correct place.
For 321, I wrote a 3 in the hundredths place, 2 in the tens place, and 1 in the ones place. For 128, I wrote a 1 in the hundredths place, 2 in the tens place, and 8 in the ones place.
Great. Now that we have our two addends written in, let's start by adding the ones. 1 plus 8 equals what?
1 plus 8 is equal to 9.
Nice work. Listeners, I want you to add the tens and the hundreds with your partner.
Two tens plus 2 tens equals 4 tens. 4 goes in the tens place of the sum. 3 hundredths plus 100 equals 4 hundredths. 4 goes in the hundredths place of the sum.
Great. Listeners, I want you to repeat after me. 321 plus 128 equals 449. Okay, thank you. Let's try another one. 514 plus 143. 514 plus 143. I want you to write down your items and find the sum.
Okay, I started by writing each addend one over the other. I made sure to write the correct digits in the hundredths, tens, and ones place. I also started by adding 4 ones plus 3 ones to get 7 ones. Then I added 110 plus 4 tens to get 5 tens. Then I added 5 hundredths plus 100 to get 6 hundredths.
Okay, students, you should have gotten 6 hundredths, 5 tens, and 7 ones, or 657. 514 plus 143 equals 657. 514 plus 143 equals 657. So listeners, your turn. Say the full equation as a complete sentence. Thank you. Okay, students, let's talk about what we have learned. First, we added numbers using pictures of squares, sticks, and dots. Then, we added numbers by showing them in expanded form. Then we added them using the standard algorithm. How are all those strategies similar?
In all those strategies, we break up our items into hundreds, tens, and ones. Then we add all the ones, all the tens, and all the hundreds separately and put it all together at the end.
Exactly right. We are basically taking a big addition problem and breaking it into smaller, easier problems. How are all the strategies different?
Drawing pictures and using expanded form takes a long time. It is a lot more writing than the standard algorithm. I like the standard algorithm the best. The standard algorithm is the fastest.
Interesting thought, students. There are many ways to add numbers, but the standard algorithm is one of the fastest. Thank you, students. We now join teacher Aaron for our next activity called Challenge Problem.
Wow! Thank you, Teacher Kubo. You have done so much great work here today, students. Now, let's apply what we have learned today with the standard algorithm. Ready? I'm going to give you two numbers to add together, but you need to use the clues to figure out what the numbers are. The first number has a 1 in the ones, tens, and hundred place. What number is this? Again, the first number has a 1 in the ones, tens, and hundreds place. What number is this?
Well, if there is a 1 in the hundreds place, a 1 in the tens place, and a 1 in the ones place, in the expanded form, this number is 100 plus 10 plus 1. So the number is 111.
Great. Our first number is 111. Now, the second item in this problem is a number where the hundreds place is double, is the digit in the tens place. The digit in the tens place is 3.
Let's see. If we know the digit in the tens place is 3, the digit in the hundreds place must be 6.
That's right. Now, here is the last clue to find the number. The digit in the ones place is the same as the digit in the tens place.
So, the digit in the ones place is also 3. Our number is 633.
Terrific job. Wow. The two items in this problem are 111 and 633. Now, I want you to use the standard algorithm to add these two numbers together. Let's try this problem and explain our work as we go.
I started by writing each item one over the other. I make sure to write the correct digits in the hundreds, tens, and ones place, so they were all lined up. I also added the ones first. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Then I added the tens. 1 plus 3 is 4. And then the hundreds. 1 plus 6 is 7. So the sum of these two numbers is 744.
Wow. Excellent job. You did such a great job with our challenge problem. Let's join Teacher Kubo for the conclusion of our lesson.
Thank you. Well, that's it for our lesson today. Great work on adding with the standard algorithm. First, let's review the assignment from the last section. The first problem was to find the sum of 123 plus 234.
When I looked at this problem, I first put both numbers in the standard form. The standard form of 123 is 100 plus 20 plus 3. The expander form is 200 plus 30 plus 4. So, 3 plus 4 is 7. 20 plus 30 is 50. 100 plus 200 is 300. So, the sum is 357.
Great work, students. Now, let's look at the second problem. The second problem asks you to find the sum of 541 plus 125.
I got 666.
That's right. How did you find the sum?
First, I put each of the numbers into expanded form. Then, I added each place together to get the sum of both addings.
Wow. Excellent job explaining your work here. For next section, I will give you 2 problems to work on. Add these numbers using the standard algorithm that we practiced in class today. Ready? I want you to write down these problems. Here's the first problem. 456 plus 142. I repeat. 456 plus 142. Here's the second problem. 371 plus 613. I say that again. 371 plus 613. Great. See you next section where we will learn more about addition with regrouping. Thank you for listening. Take out your pencil, pen, and write down the list of the following radio station that will help you to listen to more of this lesson. Troop FM 96.1, ELBC 99.9, ELUM 98.7, Hot FM 107.9, Cool FM 91.9, Equas Radio 91.5, Kings FM 88.5, Freedom FM 87.9, OK FM 99.5, SETI FM 90.2. You can also follow us on community radio stations across the country. Ministry of Education Facebook page at Ministry of Education-Liberia or on the Ministry of Education website, www.moe-liberia.org.
Boys and girls, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Again, if you have any questions on today's lesson, you can kindly send them through this number 0555 670833. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for that helpful reminder. Boys and girls, that is the end of our class today. We are so happy you were here with us. We hope to talk to you again soon. Goodbye from me, J. Kubo T.K. Solomon.
And goodbye from me, Mr. Aaron T. Bala.